recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you. When you're in the mood for empathy, there's blood in my pen. Better yet, with your friends and them. I really wanna know you all. I really wanna show you off. Fuck God, pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and y'all curled in that little bitty range. I heard that she wanna go and party. She wanna go and party. Nigga don't approach her with that Atari. Nigga that ain't good game home is sorry. They say conversation rule the nation. I can tell, but I could never right my wrongs unless I write it down for real. P.S. fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice.
Hey y'all, I'm by myself today, so don't be mad. But look,
Hey, family.
everybody see you.
I miss y'all.
Tell them what you're doing
Well,
today.
right now I'm about to make some seafood stew for my mom for her to take to work tomorrow. And then y'all know tomorrow's my early day. I gotta get on that road and be at work by 5:30, an hour away.
Yep, that should have been easy. But we're gonna talk tonight. Okay, should have do stuff.
Okay, what you guys?
What y'all doing? What is it? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Oh my God, it's baby. What you mean your YouTube is destroyed? What happened? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with your YouTube? Hey, Emery, where you been? Where have you been? Hey, Alexander Scott. Alexander said he's working. Is it he or she? Alexander is working on a poem assignment. I'm an English major. That's amazing. I'm an English major also. Are you an undergrad? Are you getting your master's, your doctorate? He got it. What you getting? I'm good, baby. I'm good. I'm tired. I was supposed to come out with a video today and I didn't, so I said I would get on live. I actually have a few thoughts about the Baby Keem stuff. So I figured I can get on here and talk about that. If y'all want to hear my thoughts. Emery said I had a busy weekend. I'm catching up. It's all good. I've been busy too. I've been trying to keep up with shoe season, but it's becoming a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Library, I think you might be the only one on Twitch. Come to YouTube. If I end up going to the if we watch the documentary tonight, I'm gonna go to Twitch. But right now I'm on YouTube. Chilling. But I will not be watching that YouTube. I will not be watching that documentary on YouTube, y'all. I watched a couple people get shut down from episode 2. And I got shut down from episode 1, so that's just not something I'm doing. Hey, Unapologetic, how are you? How are you? We haven't even really tried Twitch yet, Emery. It's like I made the Twitch and I have it on Twitch on Yard Stream or StreamYard right now, but I haven't like tried to do anything. We were supposed to go over there. Yeah, I was on there when they got hit. Unapologetic. He said We Are Decipher got hit. I'm good. I saw that. That's when I was like, you know what? If they hitting people like We Are Decipher, they definitely ain't messing with me like that. So, mm-mm. Library said, I love your hair. Thank you. I got my hair done, y'all. What y'all think? I kind of think it made my forehead look even bigger than it already is, but we going with it now because it's done. We going with it now. Yeah, I figured we can just, because everybody, y'all have all watched the documentary, right? I figured we can just talk about it. I can give y'all my thoughts. You can give me your thoughts. We can just discuss. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Unapologetic. I appreciate you. Unapologetic said you look so pretty. I appreciate that. Emery said, y'all know I'm beefing with we are deciphering. I know you are, but it's okay, Emery. They're good people. We gotta be nice. You have to be nice, okay? That was just one disagreement y'all had. It's okay. They love you. They really do. You have what, baby? You watched the documentary? So I figured that's what we can talk about tonight. I watched it. I asked y'all if y'all wanted a watch party, and I was gonna do it, but I got scared. And it looks like I had good reason to be scared because people was getting whacked. Baby said, why are you beefing with them? Oh, they hear Emery, so they can tell you that they love you. Skip, please tell Emery you love him. He said he beefing with y'all. It was one time that I think y'all disagreed on the live stream, he told me. But it's okay. You said, nah, I'm good. I'm being petty because they tried to call me a sycophant about the poetic justice theory. It's okay. Everybody disagrees sometimes. You know what I'm saying? The second snippet with the song that had the auntie dancing in the split team was my John. I can't wait to listen to that track. I'm excited to listen to that album, y'all. I can't wait. I really can't wait. Are y'all gonna listen to it with Baby Keem? I might be busy, so I might not be able to, but I can't wait to hear it though. Y'all go watch How to Decipher Poetic Justice, parts 1 and 2. Oh yeah, y'all. Emery came out with some videos about poetic justice. Go watch them, honey. Period. Pretty sure that was his mom, library. Yeah, with the pink, I think that was his mama too. But yeah, I wrote some notes about it, what I was thinking, and we can get into them if y'all ready to. Oh God. Everybody's just friends, okay? That's just what I want. Yeah, I want everybody to love each other. So we're gonna do that. Okay? Let's talk about these people. This documentary. Let me pull up my notes. First, before we talk about the documentary though, y'all, I wanted to analyze the rollout a little bit. Hey, IBDC, how are you? How are you? You having a good day? It's Tuesday, and I'm never on the internet on Tuesdays, but we were supposed to drop a video today, and since I didn't, I said I need to come on live and talk to y'all for a minute. But not a long minute, though. You're well. I'm glad. Yeah, my voice sounds terrible. If y'all want me to get off here while I'm talking like this, tell me, because I will. I sound terrible. But yeah, I wanted to kind of analyze their rollout a little bit. How do y'all feel about the rollout? Let me ask that first. Have y'all been enjoying it? You think they should be doing more, less, what? How do y'all feel about it? Henry said, give me some tea. I need to get some tea. I'm drinking a soda, which is not good. It's ginger ale because, you know, black people think ginger ale fix everything. How do y'all feel about the rollout? Because I have a feeling it's not even, like, over. What's the conversation? We're talking about Baby Keem tonight. I haven't been to the internet since his second Booman episode, so that's what we're talking about tonight. I've been on tea all week with this temperature, yeah. I am a tea person. No, I drink tea every day. I have had tea today, just not right now. I'm drinking ginger ale. But y'all, about this Booman stuff. I personally am a big fan of this rollout. You said amazing rollout. Amazing rollout. Saw the second episode, period. I've enjoyed it this far. Keem is sharing a lot of personal history. He doesn't have to do that. He definitely doesn't have to do that. And have y'all noticed some people on this here internet talking about what could be like changed or better about the documentary? And I'm like, I feel like that's so selfish to feel like you can demand more from somebody's personal home movies. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like that. But I'm enjoying it though. So let's talk about this rollout. I saw someone say, I really need to write things down when I hear them because I can't even say who said it, but somebody was talking about how rushed the rollout is, and I hate the word rushed just because the rollout hasn't been as I expected. It's art in motion, honestly. That's how I feel about it too. I hate the word rush when it comes to the rollout just because I don't feel like the rollout needs to be a slow burn because the slow burn has been in the waiting season of, waiting for Booman to drop. Like we have been waiting on this for years at this point. And so now that he's here, he out the door. He outside. So I love it. I love that he's not playing with y'all. And he just doing what he got to do. So on February 10th, he dropped the album cover. Then after that, he did the limited vinyls going on sale. After that, Booman episode 1 release. All that happened in a matter of a day. And, of course, he did tour dates. He dropped his tour dates on February 10th as well, my shooter birthday. So he did all that in one day. And I was just kind of here for it. He just kind of gave us everything. So it's like it gave like infrastructure first. They were leading with the physical product, you know what I'm saying? Leading with the visual identity and framing the narrative before even opening your mouth for real. So it's not like so as opposed to introducing the project or reintroducing Keem, as some people might have thought that they were going to do since it's been so long, they were introducing just the system around Keem. I feel like the rollout in itself is just telling you who he with. Like it's just so cold, and it's so pgLang. It's so different. The baby cover, the cover of him, the baby picture, I feel like I wrote that's telling us a story. Just the juxtaposition of Keem as a baby with the parental advisory next to it, that's already telling us a story before we get into the documentaries and before we get into the album. So it's like innocence placed next to explicit reality. It gives everybody been saying Good Kid, Mad City. I hate to compare the two, and I'm gonna get into that later too, but I feel like the juxtaposition of the baby picture, the parental advisory, that's giving Good Kid, Mad City. I love the incongruity of it. And I just love that it's giving origin story. We were talking about this on live, how I will watch the pilot of an episode of like almost anything, but a lot of times I don't finish the series. I'm a person who I love pilots. I love origin stories. I love world building phases of careers and just of characters, of everything. That's my favorite as a person who writes romance novels. building the world is my favorite part, even more than writing the love story. So I love that it's given that that's what we're going to be getting today. Not today, Friday when it dropped. But I love the duality there. February 11th, the Cash App pre-sale, he posted that again. Then February 13th, we learned that the tour is selling out so darn fast, he had to add more dates so early. So most of those are sold out too, I believe. So it's already letting us know how people feeling about it, and I'm excited. But it also kind of, just the way that they did it in a matter of a day, they did the rollout in a matter of a day, letting us know that they not ignorant to what's really going on. Like, they know that the demand exists for Baby Keem, and so they just standing on business. Like, we're gonna give you this album, but before you even hear a word, here go these tour tickets, buy them. And you're going to, because you're going to hear this. Like, you're going to want to hear this. I love how we are watching pgLang build a superstar in real time. Like, Keem is a superstar already. And you can see it, but they're literally building one. That's how I feel about everything surrounding him. They're building a superstar, and we're watching it in real time. So yeah. What happened after that? Then yesterday, Booman 2, the episode drops, and I feel like Booman episode 1 was like heavy, but Booman episode 2 was heavy. Booman episode 2, Skip and DJ used the words triggering on. I was on their stream the other night, and a lot of the parts of that documentary were triggering for me as well. And it just had me reflecting so much. I appreciated it a lot. I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts on the different parts, but it was a lot. It was heavy. But we just learned a lot from the two. We learned that King was raised by women, which I feel like if you listen to his music, you already kind of knew that. We learned in episode 2, we learned more about his mom, Janice. We learned in episode 1. Unapologetic said, I enjoyed We Are Deciphered stream last night as well. Yeah, it was really good. I was tuned in. They the reason that I'm not watching that documentary though, because James is scared. But this is we get to feel that kind of the family felt the need to stay around Janice for the sake of Baby Keem. And y'all know I'm so big on family. Like, I don't play about mine. I don't play about my family. And like, if you be here for real, you know, I just don't play about mine. And so I love the sense of family that I get from Baby Keem and his people. I love that so much. It makes me so happy. And his aunt, she kind of said they recognized the need to protect Keem around the age of 2. And so I just love that they kind of scooped him up, held him close, and never let him go. It just makes my heart smile. And all of the ugliness, that's just a beautiful part of it. It's such a blessing. And that's one of Keem's blessings, that he had women in his life who were just able to protect him and love him, care for him in a way that his mom might not have been able to at certain points in her life, just because of her own struggles. And so that protection, it saved Keem, and I love that. Keem was talking about how the kids that he used to play with, he said that there was a bunch of girls over there that he used to play with. One of them was his girlfriend. And then one day he go over there, the windows boarded up, and he learns that the man murdered 3 of the siblings, stuff like that. It's a lot. And it made me think of this one clip from Kendrick from, of course, a long time ago. Let me see if I can pull it up. All these buttons, y'all. I'm about to share it. I found it.
To one of their friends that they grew up with. And you got people from both sides of the fence. Say, what's the best example? One of my friends from, or one of my family members from Peru, they can go do something in the Crip neighborhood from one of my families that's a Crip. Yeah. To one of their friends that they grew up with on the Crip side. So how is that going back and you knowing that your Peru cousin just did what he did to somebody you came up with as a child? You know what I'm saying? When I grew up on the west side of Compton, that's all Peru. And I got a cousin that's a Crip, and he killed one of my partners. You know what I'm saying? It's like how you function with that. Like, it's real. It's very awkward. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's family or everything. You know what I mean? The streets are so close. The neighborhoods are so close. I mean, every square inch is a neighborhood. You can go, say like this right here. That next room will be another hood or whatnot. It's very different. You know what I mean? Looking at all this at the same time, so trying to keep it positive. You know? It's like, hey, I want to present this as an album at the start of knowing who I am. It's Kendrick Lamar.
That's why you changing it.
Right. Yeah. K-Dot, this person that just wanted to rap. But this is actually my story. This is my life. I want you to know that. Talking about everything. I'm talking about that topic right there. Interests, family on both sides. Going at it. Talking about peer pressure, not just with friends though, but peer like pressure in the streets. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. When I say pressure in the streets, I mean you walking, somebody step to you and be like, "Hey, where you from?" And you say something, "Oh, bang." You think that's the end of it? No, it's not. I jump you with 6, 7 cats or whatever, but the action of that, you getting jumped by 6, 7 cats. Now you want to go do something. That's the type of pressure. I mean, it's city pressure. You know what I mean? It's a mad city. You make you do things that you weren't familiar with. Now you're familiar with because you gotta go do it. Exactly what it is, man. I think everybody will be able to relate to it too because it's all around the world. You know what I mean? Everybody's a good kid in that city. I mean, everywhere. I don't care where it's at. Everywhere. It's violence everywhere. It's the same story about broken homes, police, everywhere, man. You know what I mean? I just want to tackle my background first. I mean, my backyard first, and then spread it out to the world. So,
yeah, so that clip immediately came to mind when I was listening to Baby Keem tell the story about the 3 girls, or the girls and then the 3 siblings who got killed in that house, just because his auntie Connie was just talking about how Las Vegas was like 100 times better than Long Beach because of the money. It was more financially appropriate for them. And then also she was talking about how they didn't have to be afraid for Keem to play outside and things like that. And so they felt like they were almost in a sense moving out of the Mad City. But everybody, like Kendrick said in the clip, everybody's a good kid in the Mad City. Like even the city that I'm from, it is a mad city. And I think a lot of people might be surprised about that because when you think of Georgia, you think of country and things like that. But it's insane. And that part really made me think of that because they were doing the best that they could. And they were trying to, just make a way like I'm sure all of our parents have, or most of our parents. I don't know everybody's story, but everybody's a good kid in the Mad City. And so that made me think about that. And I feel like when he says we're all good kids from Mad City, and then you think about the content of the album Good Kid, Mad City, this Booman documentary, it really just gives that idea that we're all good kids in Mad City's weight. Because Keem, he was a sweet baby. He was surrounded by aunties who were doing everything they could to give him a better life, and what they believed was a better city. But every place has its issues. Vegas wasn't necessarily salvation for them. But living in Vegas, they didn't escape the struggle. It kind of, I guess, maybe it changed the texture of their survival, but it didn't necessarily mean peace. And so that part was just really powerful for me. It made me reflect on my own backyard a lot. And yeah, let me read some of y'all comments. What did y'all think about that part? I'm gonna go up and see what y'all been saying. Unapologetic said the rollout has been precise, which I appreciate. I appreciate it too. It's been very precise, and that's why I don't like the rush thing. It's just, I heard a couple people saying it's been rushed, and it hasn't been. You can tell that this been in the works. This said they're doing exactly, just like I always say, the whole battle and all of that became the rollout to GNX, and Kendrick did exactly what he wanted to do. They doing exactly what they want to do with this rollout. Like, this is exactly what they intended. It's not rushed. He's been gone 5 years. What you mean rush? Exactly. I don't think it's rushed at all. I think it's concise. They know what they're doing and when, and he successfully built up anticipation. He has, and he's built up that anticipation with the help of pgLang. So, yeah, I might need to make myself some tea, but that's why I say we're watching a superstar being built, like we're watching it in real time. I love the rollout. I love the rollout too. Anime Lunch Table said, hit the like button. It's free. It's literally free. Let's just all pause and hit the like button. And then comment done when you've done it. Let's all do that, because one thing about it, y'all be coming up in here and we be chatting, and I look and I ain't got no likes. We don't have no likes. Me and my shooter. What's that about? Y'all don't like the shooters. And Reed said, I feel like Keem is more evolved as an artist than Kendrick was at this age. And it's possible that he's more evolved as an artist than Kendrick was at this age. I'm not necessarily saying I agree with that statement, but if it's true, he's literally being mentored by one of the greatest artists of all time. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, something to think about. Little 2-year-old Keem going crazy to Luda and giving us a look with Luda's voice awarding him with the Grammy. That was chef's kiss. That was amazing. We're going to talk about that part too. Did you hear that Drake might be dropping this Friday as well? I didn't hear that, y'all. If y'all don't know, I really, I make these videos and I talk about what I want to talk about, but I be off the internet, especially during the week. I don't know what be going on, and that's why I'm really not a current events type of YouTuber. I'm just like an analyzer of the things that are in front of me. So no, I didn't know that, but if he does drop, I feel like he gonna get his feelings hurt, because people looking for that king. So yeah. Listening party Thursday night via Keem's YouTube. Yeah, I saw that. I'm gonna try to make it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to, but I'm gonna try. Keem and Kendrick have their own styles and paths, but they both are true artists. I do not want to compare Casino to Good Kid, Mad City. They are both separate bodies of work based on their lived experience. Yeah, I hate the comparison conversation too. We're gonna talk about that in a minute too. Emery said Drake better not. It's a guaranteed flop. Artist development hasn't been a thing in a while. That's the best way to describe this rollout. Yeah, for sure. I agree. Yep, Keem has sold out 12 shows thus far. They're adding additional dates. This rollout is an undeniable success. This rollout is goated. It just is. Yes, I enjoyed We Are Deciphered's stream last night as well. They are one of the few people that I could just sit and watch on stream. So that's definitely saying something, because I can't even do it like that. But they're just intelligent people. And y'all know I appreciate intellect. Excited about the collab between you all in the future. I'm excited too. And me being excited is saying something too. Because the shooters, or actually my shooter, is very personable. But this shooter right here, I do not be making friends like that, but I enjoy them, so I'm excited too. The love is so evident in that doc, Unapologetic said. It really is. I kind of love it. I really love it. And read. I told you to be nice. Miss Ashley, hey auntie, how are you? The story about the 3 girls looked like it was choking him up. He was like 4 or 5. Yeah, it did. It definitely did. Kendrick looks so young. He was young in that clip. That was, I believe that came out before Good Kid, Mad City. And that's what he was kind of speaking to at that point. I think it came out before. If not during the same time as Good Kid, Mad City. That's a crazy position to be in, and he covers it in all his music without acting like he's a gangster. That's real. Literally, that's why when Drake was like, was it in what's the song name where he was being the AI, Tupac and Snoop? Is it Taylor Made Freestyle? When he was trying to play the angle of Kendrick, we don't believe you a thug, like you be trying to say in your music. I'm like, you one of them people who listen to something and you don't know what you just listened to, because when has Kendrick ever tried to portray being gangster or being a thug? You don't get that from his music. You just sound crazy. Literally, when that battle was going on and I was listening to Drake's words, I was like, hey yo, this man might be an idiot for real. That's crazy. Great callback. Yeah, that's definitely where my mind went with that. Our foundation shapes us for sure. Absolutely agree. Unapologetic. Auntie Ash said the grass is never greener. It's just different grass, period. I think I learned that the hard way too. Kendrick's dad thought the same when he moved from Chicago, right, to LA. Yes, stuff is everywhere. Am I going up? Hey Tiffy, I saw you last night in the stream. I was trying to figure out how to reply to your comment, but I don't know how to work YouTube, so there's that. But hey girl, how are you? She said authenticity wins every time, and it really does. And that's exactly what we get from, that's what we're getting from this rollout, that authenticity wins. Some other parts that really struck me, I love that Baby Keem comes from just a lineage of creators. I know one time he was talking about how, was it his uncles or somebody in his family, his cousins, he was talking about how they were rappers and he was always in the studio as a kid, not even talking about Kendrick, right? And so that, and then we get that his auntie had dreams of being a successful writer and director. And so I think the lineage of just creators in that family is beautiful. I love that he comes from a family who just automatically believed in the dream because they were dreamers themselves. Because I didn't necessarily come from, that type of family where they believe in the those type of dreams. I came from a family who was like, girl, go to college and get that job, girl. And that's no shade to my family because y'all know how I feel about them, but it's just the truth. So I appreciated that part of it. And then the ending scene. Literally, I loved it. It ended with Baby Keem as a toddler sitting in the driver's seat. He turns on the radio. And then we get Moog, Get Out the Way, which first of all is actually my song. And he's dancing, he happy. And then the audio shifts to Ludacris presenting Keem with the Grammy. So, but visually we're still watching Keem driving. So it looks like, the past self listening to the future self. It's like, it's not accidental. It gives like destiny editing. I enjoyed it, like a time collapse, and that was really nice. It was some very prophetic storytelling, and pgLang is great at that. pgLang is amazing at finding new, creative, innovative ways to tell stories, and storytelling is just my thing. It's my vibe. I love it, and so I love to see how they tell stories. So it's like he was it just kind of brought it full circle and just showed like you were literally heading here where you are now, sitting in that darn front seat, driver's seat of that car, listening to Luda. Like, you gonna meet him one day. That's crazy. Is that not crazy? And then what else? What else do I have in these notes over here? Let's see. Oh, back to the rollout. February 16th, Booman 2 dropped. And then he also dropped that he's going to have a live listening party in LA and he's going to stream it on YouTube. So I thought that was really nice. Oh, I thought that was really nice. I wish I was in LA so I could go. Is anybody here going? Are y'all in LA? I thought that was nice. I thought that he also announced that he is going to be doing album signings in Vegas, LA, New York, Baltimore, and maybe Boston. And so at that point, we taking the rollout on the road, and I love it. So this digital momentum that he is kind of building up, it's becoming physical connection, and it's just an elite rollout. So let's evaluate it for a minute. So this is all happening in about a week. So y'all know I don't feel like we should call it rushed. It's more like compression strategy. It feels like maybe urgency over the slow burn, but the slow burn was in the waiting on Keem in the first place. You know, when he tweeted January 2025, we thought he might have been coming outside then, but he didn't. And so the anticipation has just been like building for him. And so now that we hear he ain't playing with it, y'all know, y'all be listening to Untitled Unmastered on, is it Untitled number 7 or number 8? One of them, when Kendrick is just kind of playing around with the come on, y'all know what I'm talking about? And he ends it with like, we ain't even playing with him no more. That's what I was thinking when I was watching this. Y'all ain't playing with him no more. Like y'all just coming with it, and I love that. So yeah. And it's like I love that I love that they just kind of choose what they're going to do. It's like they're not doing TikTok dances, they're not doing gimmicks. They are doing these curated visuals and providing his audience with experiences. I just love it. I love it so much. Oh, on the whole, you know, everybody has been, and I guess I'm not necessarily mad at it because they're cousins. He's signed to pgLang, all the things. But I really do have a natural aversion to comparison when it comes to artists. I like, that's why I literally, and y'all probably don't be believing me when I say it, but I have never subscribed to the big three narrative because I never felt like the three were comparable. Like they were three people who were big around the same time, but they're not comparable in any other way. Me and my brother were talking about this earlier when we were talking about the fallout and just different stuff like that. Who was it? Maybe it was Jalopy saying that he didn't enjoy the storytelling record. I don't even know the names of the songs on the fall off, y'all, because I haven't gone back to listen to it. But the one where he is 3 verses, 1 verse is, each verse is like a friend from home telling him stuff. And so they was talking about that. And I think he said something like the thing with Cole's storytelling is like, it's just like, I went to the store. Yeah, safety. Thank you, Emery. I went to the store, I did this, I did that, but you don't walk away with anything from the story. And it's honestly because like when you really get in your storytelling bag, it's because he just approaches it in a very prose forward way. He approaches storytelling just very I don't want to say surface level, but just prose heavy. Like he just tells the story. And you can't compare an artist who just tells the story with an artist like Kendrick, who never approaches a record with, I'm just telling the story. Like people like Kendrick and Andre 3000, they approach the record like, how can I tell this story differently? Everybody don't think like that, and I don't think everybody has to either. Everybody can't be great, and I feel like that's why people are so upset with Cole now, because people have been lying to themselves a little bit, thinking that Cole is in the same tier, the same realm as Kendrick, and he never was. He just never was. He just never was. I tell y'all all the time, when we get to like putting people in different, if you're going to do that, because I really don't like to do it, but if you're going to put anybody next to Kendrick, you would have to do Andre 3000. And there's so many reasons why, but it's not an Andre 3000 conversation. But it was never going to be Kenny. I was going to say Kenny, Joey, and Cole, because Joey say that on the song, but what's the other man named Drake? It was never going to be them three to seriously compare like that. Just, I never subscribed to that. I've never believed in that. I think that is high-key crazy. And I never felt like Cole was rocking with Kendrick on any level. I like, and with that being said, I like J. Cole. I don't dislike J. Cole. I know a lot of people here do, but I don't dislike J. Cole. Y'all know I love Born Center, but Born Center just, it is what it is. Like, and he be rapping too, but he just be kind of rapping, and he always has just been kind of rapping. It's not the same as Kendrick, who approaches his music with, I'm a rap, but also I'm going to take what I have to say, and I'm going to tell it in a way that makes you think. I'm going to tell the story in a way that makes you work for a piece of it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't think to do that, and everybody don't have to do that. So yeah, I feel like once you stop lying to yourself and you just accept the fact that J. Cole was never just like so amazing, you will accept that the album wasn't that bad. It just wasn't that great. It just wasn't. I mean, y'all know I gave it a 4 out of 10, I think. 5 out of 10, 4. Something like that. And so, and that's my honest review of it. And it's like, I'm not mad at it. What the third of the album that I liked, and the rest of it, he can keep it. And I'm gonna move on now. Like, you just can't be comparing them people, or I guess you can, because people do, but that's not something that I'm into. So there's that. But let me see what y'all seeing over here. I feel like the album would have been good if he just had more self-awareness. He would have a great song and say one dumb thing, and it would completely ruin it for me. A lot of people have been saying that. What you laughing at, D2B2? That part, gotta support the shooters, and Moni loves seeing women in this space, period. Shout out to Moni, I love her too. Goodness, y'all. Me and this coughing thing, I'm sick of it. Tiffy said, me neither. I just be calling you Tiffy. Is that okay? I give people nicknames for a living. It's what I do. Him distinguishing himself. You a hot mess. Demand respect for him. To demand we respect him came with an overseeing connotation. Same, love it. Finally subscribe and watching so many videos. I'm glad you finally subscribed. I'm so happy to have you. You have to get away from rap to compare Kendrick. You got to put him next to artists. Prince, for instance. Yes, and I say this too. I be saying that. I don't know how many lives ago, but I literally said this. I always be doing this, y'all. When I do this, it be my realms of artists. But in this one over here, it's Kenny, it's Andre, and it's Prince. It just is. It just is. I agree with you wholeheartedly, Auntie Ash. I don't like J. Cole, but he can rap. Yeah, and I understand not liking J. Cole. Like, I'm not mad at it. It's like I don't dislike him, but I can understand why people might not. I don't mind. Literally. I never really got into J. Cole. Period. To me, he was the heart too. What did I miss? What did I miss? Do y'all like that song? I don't. Good night. Hope all is well. Thank you, Lightwalk. I appreciate you so much. So much. You say he can rap and rhyme well. He can. Who is that? Hey, T-Mac. How are you? Shooters gonna shoot. It was great seeing you in the VR Decipher chat. I truly enjoy your content. I appreciate you so much. I did see you over there. It was a great live stream for sure. Him championing himself as the hardest on the mic. Got a white mom. It's very tone deaf, especially in times like this. Him championing himself as mixed race and hip hop is just cringe. Yeah, sadly, a lot of fans don't know how to appreciate artists for their individuality. For them, everything has to be compared, even things that aren't comparable. Yeah, and I naturally just don't. I'm not drawn to comparison. I really am. I'm not. I try, especially when it comes to art. Art is art, and you got to walk up in there and just judge the art for what it is. I actually like the album, but I think the off season, Forest Hill Drives, and even Born Center to me were better. Why you say even Born Center? That's my favorite one. There is no comparison, Tiffy. You're right about that. Oh, I gave it a 3.5. My bad. Okay, I gave the album a 3.5 out of 10. So there's that. Auntie Ash reminded me. D2B2 said I said the same thing. You're considering re-listening to it? Re-listen to it. I listened to it twice, and I've been meaning to listen to it again, but I've been on other music. I haven't been on too much music at all in the last week or so. I've been super busy, so let me not get the line. But yeah, I haven't gone back to it. But there are songs that I like. Like there are songs that I could go back to. Hold on, y'all. These would be two scored at a 3.5 out of 10. Period, twin. We're the same right there because apparently that's what I gave it to. I thought what's funny is I thought I liked it more, but when I looked at the facts and the numbers, I felt how I felt about it apparently. So Library agrees with you, baby. You rated it worse than I did. I gave it a 5 out of 10. That's good. Your grandmother used to call you Tiffy. Period, Tiffy. I love it. D2B2 said I am not re-listening to that. I feel you. I'm not mad at it. I'm really not. I ain't mad at it. You don't have to. It's like I don't think it was a bad album, but it wasn't just like the best album in the world. You know what I'm saying? It was what it was. The only time I really don't mind the comparison when it comes to that album is when we are talking about how he positioned it. Like he positioned it as this was going to be like top tier, and it wasn't that. That is true. So we can compare it to his other projects and to other people's last projects in that sense. And he compared it to Reasonable Doubt, right? So absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely not. But I had a couple more notes on the rollout and stuff. I thought the fact that, and we talking about comparison, and this is not necessarily to compare, but just to notice the likeness in the situation. Kendrick, he labeled Good Kid, Mad City a short film, and we did get that Khalil Joseph piece that gave us like this this non-linear glimpse into Compton with some priceless Kenny footage. Have y'all watched that before? We did get that. But what pgLang is doing, I feel like, is like an expanded version of that idea with this rollout. It's not just one short film. It's like it's this whole universe that's being created before our eyes. And like the Booman documentary, it's not supplemental. It's like it's not something else. Like I'm giving you this album and something else. It is the rollout. I was watching somebody stream, maybe Jalopy, I don't know. I think it might have been Jalopy though, and somebody said that the documentaries are the singles because people have been I see you, baby. People have been asking like where the singles at. And somebody said the documentaries are the singles, and I love that. Yes, I love this too. It's literally giving required reading. Because instead of leading with records, they're leading with context. Like they're giving us context on the man, on the baby Keem. I love that. And they're kind of letting the story precede the sound. So it's different and it's lit. Baby said Jalopy and his theories. Y'all be hating on these theories. Why? They are world building and it's so needed. It is needed. It's refreshing is what it is. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, here I go with this coughing. I'm gonna have to get off here. My thing about the theory, I told y'all, I respect the theories because he be backing up why he think of certain things. So, but yeah, with that being said, I love the rollout. If y'all had to rate it, what would you give it? Like Walker says, some folks actually think Born Center is bad. I'm like, what? Granted, I was in high school at the time. I think I was too. Was I? I was either in high school or I was a freshman in college when Born Center came out, but it did hit different back then. I used to love that junk. I used to love that. I don't hate it. Just like, dang, how many times has he been? Okay, y'all are hot mess. I done told y'all to be nice. Because they some haters. I'm so excited for Thursday. The rollout is a 10 out of 10. Period. We got a cipher said, Skip. This is Skip, right? I feel like I be saying that, and it's like one person typing, so my brain don't want to say that. Said 7.5. J. Cole would have benefited from a documentary rollout. It would have felt like a real look into who he is and where he came from, which is the concept he was going for. You know, Auntie Ash, I think that people would have probably labeled it corny if it came from J. Cole. The same way they're labeling him being in his Honda Civic and all the things corny. I low-key think that, but I don't know. I don't know. J. Cole got to work on his execution when it comes to these ideas he be having. Rollout is a 9.5, T-Max said. Baby said a 10 out of 10 rollout. You said that last time, Library, and I told you to hush. Theories force us to think, and some people are intellectually challenged. Theories do force us to think, and I love thinkers. Y'all know that. The 2 episodes that dropped were really insightful, helped me learn more about Keem and his background. Yeah, I love them. I love learning more about anything. So I've been appreciating it for sure. And yeah, I feel like they are like, you know how everybody now is just sampling everything heavy, and they've been doing it for years now. Obviously, artists love sampling music from the 90s, from the 80s, from the 70s. All these recycled sounds, which is fine. It's fine because that music is amazing. But back then, artists, they were in the studio creating these sounds that we love to sample nowadays. Like they were in there with instruments, with objects, with vocal textures, creating the sounds. Like they were inventing the wheel at that point. And I feel like pgLang has that type of creativity. Like, what can we do to set ourselves apart? Kendrick say that in one of the hard parts. Which one? I gotta find a better way to stand out. It might be the hard part 3, I think. Maybe. I gotta find a way to take your fans now. Which one is that? Somebody tell me. I know one of y'all know. But I feel like they're doing their own version of reinventing the wheel. Like they don't just do what everybody else does. So they're not saying that Keem is such a superstar that he don't have to do a rollout. Like he is obviously not at the place where he can just drop an album unannounced, which low-key he might be. But he's not at the place where he can just drop an album unannounced. So they're not being unrealistic about where he is. But they are saying we're going to do this rollout our way. And so they just, and I'm not saying that to say that none of these artists, Keem and Kendrick, don't sample records, because they do. But I'm saying just that idea of older artists creating these sounds from scratch, like they were the first to do the things, so many of the things that we be sampling today. They make it a priority to create the ideas nowadays. pgLang be trying to create the things that are going to inspire the next generation, not just musically, but culturally. Even the fact that they made pgLang not a label like his contemporaries did. He has a full service creative agency. They are not limited to music. They say they take authors, they take artists, they take everything. So even that's different. And it's like they're not pulling from somebody else's blueprint. They're creating the blueprint, and they are doing that so that artists in the future can be inspired by it. You know what I'm saying? So I love that part. And like we always have this conversation on here about reinventing the wheel. And how some artists, they can stay in their lanes and master their lanes, and then other artists, they can reinvent the wheel. And we already know Kendrick is that type of artist who he can reinvent the wheel. He can take the idea out of his head and present it to the public in a way that we've never heard before. And not many people can do that today. Not many artists can do that today. Y'all know the artists who I feel like can do that today. And one of them act like he done making music, so child. But yeah, Kendrick is that type of artist. It makes me think about what is it? The hard part 2, where he says, got all these ninjas approaching their mixtape different. They said 7 tracks. I said 15. Called it an EP. They said I'm tripping. Y'all remember that? When he was saying that, but he said, but little did they know I'm trying to change the rules that we've been confined to so that the corporate won't make decisions uppity bitches. He like that, and to put that part in context for the hard part 2, that was promo for Overly Dedicated, I think. So he was not popping like that. But even then, he had the thought to be different. Like he had the thought to stand out. He wasn't looking to get in this game and do what everybody else has done. He wanted to be better than Pop. So that's just how he approached his career. And pgLang is doing that as a creative company. And I feel like that's such a flex. And we're literally watching him reinvent the wheel with this Baby Keem rollout, where the singles are the documentaries. Like he's just controlling. They are controlling the narrative in a way that is just very admirable. I love it. So yeah. With that being said, though, I do not want us to reduce Baby Keem to comparisons. I want us to just enjoy the music, engage with it, and learn Keem the same way that we learned Kendrick. We learned Kendrick in chapters and seasons and moments. And we need to give Keem the same courtesy, the same respect. But also, I can't be crazy and act like I don't recognize what I'm seeing, what I'm watching, and I'm watching more than just an album rollout. I'm watching a legacy being constructed in real time, and it's honestly just, it's amazing to me. Is that all my notes? That's all my notes, y'all. My goodness, I'm sick of feeling like this. You rebuke what? The hard part 3? Thank you. I felt like it was. We're not what? We're not what, Lapri? Unfortunately, I don't think we're getting bodies. Yeah. I don't know. I'm one of them people who stopped expecting things from Kendrick a very long time ago. That's how you get your feelings hurt. Keep expecting stuff. That man gonna do what he wanna do. Look at how much love Kendrick gave Luther Vandross for the Luther Grammy. Exactly. And honestly, we can take that. Me and Shooter was talking about that the other day. That darn Sexy Red gonna get up there previewing that song. Like, she ain't got a lick of sense. I did not like it, y'all. I did not appreciate that. And Kendrick on this stage talking about how they shed a tear once they got the clearance for from Luther's estate. Yes, I definitely appreciate how they push for creativity in a world of copy and paste and AI. Absolutely. It's my favorite. He is definitely what the culture is feeling. I'm so intrigued. About a live listening party on Baby Keem's channel Thursday. Giving Baby Keem and pgLang's creativity. It could be very interesting. I could be very much canceling what I have to do on that day to listen, because I'm interested too, very much so. Dave Friend Kendrick got some creative geniuses. Wait till y'all see how creative Kendrick has been with his discography and how it all points back to themes from poetic. Let me tell you something. And Reed said, y'all gonna listen to what I have to say about this poetic justice theory, okay? Period. Y'all need to go watch and read I was gonna say movies, videos. It's not gonna be easy. Keem is an extension of Kendrick, literally. Yeah, it's not easy, but I think that he is worth the effort to try. You know what I'm saying? But I will be taking his music with an open mind. I'm extremely excited about it. How do y'all feel about all the samples that we've gotten in the documentary so far? Good Kid, Mad City was a short film. Poetic Justice was the only film title on the track list. Yeah. Good Kid, Mad City is Kendrick describes it as a short film, and it is. I mean, you listen to that album, you definitely visualize what's happening. Library said, did you know Kendrick has won 5 Grammys in a single night 4 different times, James? 4 different times? No, I didn't know that. Thank you for the fun fact. I love fun facts. Baby said Fire. It's a classic already. Yeah, I think it's gonna be one of them ones. I did not order a vinyl, but I should. Have y'all ordered one? I should really think about it. A bitty. Those samples got you wanting to hear the project he made. Yeah, I'm excited. I saw the uproar on Twitter the other day. People are saying that the people were saying Kendrick's sample wasn't good. They were saying it wasn't good. Meanwhile, I've been around here walking in the party. I don't feel nobody. I'm excited about it. I think it's gonna be great, personally. To Pimp Butterfly revolved around a poem in these songs. That's too much sauce. Y'all gotta tap in. Yeah, Kendrick embodies different mediums in all the albums. I feel like Good Kid, Mad City was like a short film. Good Kid, Mad City was like a short film. To Pimp Butterfly was poetry. What's another album? Mr. Morale gave play. The dang album gave like magazine, like headlines shouting at you type stuff. I like what I've heard and seen. I haven't listened to Keem like that before, but I'm intrigued. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I am not like a major Baby Keem fan. I was introduced to Baby Keem through the songs that he has with Kendrick Lamar. But I'm sure I'm missing your point, Henry. I'm gonna tune into your video so I can get the point, honey. But yeah, I listened to him through the songs that Kendrick was on, but I love them. I love those songs. So now that I'm and I ended up going back to listen to him, but when it comes to just people I be playing all the time, I don't be playing Baby Keem all the time. But I can say that I respect his artistry because he got some ones that I love. He really do. Is anybody in here like just a Baby Keem fan, like separate of Kendrick? Yeah, it was funny. One of my favorite parts of Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers is his interlude. Like, that's one of my favorite parts of the whole album. And Kendrick ain't even on it. But that is my song. It's an interlude, but I love it. You ever seen your mama's junk got while you study division? That's my junk. I'm a little too old to be a Baby Keem fan. You think so? What side of Twitter am I on? I don't know what side of Twitter I'm on. I don't know. I be seeing all kinds of stuff over there. I know that when I opened that Twitter app the other day, it was a lot of negative feedback about the snippet. Emery said, get on Threads. I am on Threads. I'm on Threads. Yeah, save your interlude. That's my junk, y'all. It's so good. It's like so good. Mr. Brown made me realize men have daddy issues too, not just women. Yeah. Early morning wake up. Practicing on days off. Tough love. Bubbled up, no chasing me. That's my song too. That's my album. I know people didn't really care for it in the beginning, but Mr. Morale is one of them ones. Yeah, D2B2, that's one of my favorite things ever. Yes, Threads is still a thing. James, what do you think of We Cry Together? Not something for the aux, of course, but it's in my top 5. It's in your top 5 for Mr. Morale Library. I think We Cry Together is one of those things that I appreciate for the art that it is. Yeah. I appreciate it. I'm not gonna say I just be bumping it like that, but I appreciate it. And then I love the creativity of the music video. I love that they performed it live for the video. I appreciated it a lot, actually. I appreciated that whole album. I really did. T-Max said Kendrick sampling documentary was not engineered or mastered. He finna spit hot fire. Could only dream of. Glad I'm not on X. Yeah. I don't like tweet and stuff, but I have an account and I be looking on there. Threads is definitely a thing. I do be in there. I be on there, but I feel like my algorithm is all messed up on Threads because they are always giving me, like, telling me about really depressing stuff. And so sometimes I don't be getting on there. I need my algorithm fixed. I don't know what's going on over there. That's where you get all your updates for them files. You're right, Tiffy child. Anyone who says unironically that We Cry Together bumps in the whip is certifiably insane. Honestly, that is very funny that Labrie said that that's one of his top 5. Do you be bumping it in the whip, Labrie? We Cry Together. You ever seen your mama strong got while you studied division? Okay, I'm stove on your day after Christmas. The 1st and the 15th, the only religion. I've seen this narrative building that Mr. Morale has aged well and inspired other artists. Yeah, people are appreciating it now. That's one thing that Charlemagne said that aged well, that people were going to respect Mr. Morale after the fact. And they definitely are respecting it now. People appreciate it more now than they did then, but I don't forget then at all. People was not feeling it. I ain't gonna lie, We Cry Together applies in certain situations. It's so passionate. Yeah. It's definitely relatable to many. It's definitely relatable to many. Yeah, my throat hurts, and I have given all my thoughts on this album. We're getting on live tomorrow. The only reason I got on today is because I was supposed to drop a video, but I've been busy and not able to film or edit. So I said I should get on live to keep up with shoe season. So that's really all I wanted with y'all. As a Kanye fan, I didn't listen to any of the big 3 albums front to back to Mr. Morale. Really? Wow. This is actually my favorite part of that song and my favorite part of the music video. And read. Miss Mia's favorite song is Meet the Graham. She bumps it regularly. That's another song that I respected. I respect the art for what it is, but I can't say that I be bumping Meet the Grahams. Mr. Morale was a slow burn. People were divided at first, but its influence and value is undeniable. Yeah, I agree. It's such an amazing album. It's so good. And it honestly has so many songs that just sonically they just hit. So I really don't necessarily understand why people hated it so much in the beginning, but they did though. But it's great. Baby said I can bump Meet the Grams more than We Cry Together. I probably could too. But those are 2 songs that I can't say I just be like, you know. Auntie said the only time I re-listen to Meet the Grams is for a breakdown. Yeah, I consider doing lyrical math on Meet the Grams. but I feel like it would be like 50 videos. So I just said I'm probably not gonna touch that. I'm already doing so many videos for 616. I still have 2 more videos to edit for 616 in LA. Y'all gonna be so tired of 616 videos. But I got 2 more I gotta edit. I should do a lyrical math on Meet the Grams. I really doubt it. There's so many other songs I want to do before that. Dear subscribers, I love it. Yeah, I doubt I'm gonna do that. Yeah, it's so many other songs I want to do first. I'm actually about to get in my under 3 stacks bag with lyrical math. And I'm sure I'm gonna do that before I do some Meet the Grams. I got a lot to do. If y'all don't stop. I'm not gonna lie, I really did enjoy listening to Meet the Grams. Kendrick nuked Aubrey. Now that he did. Rita said no, 616 didn't get enough shine. We want it. Y'all getting it. Cause I took my time and wrote them outlines and filmed them. Y'all getting it. I gotta edit it. I'm just saying that it's taking a lot of videos for me to like finish the it's taking a lot of videos for me to finish 616. And I have 2 more to go. But y'all getting it for sure. Cause James done spent her time doing it, chair. Ain't nobody wasting no videos. 616 is the most underrated song from the battle, but it's such a vibe. It is such a vibe. Y'all remember when the battle first started, how people were downplaying Euphoria like it wasn't that? I was so frustrated. I was about to start a YouTube channel then, but I didn't. By the time January rolled around and people were still playing on Kenny name, I said, shoulda. We gotta do YouTube, girl, because I got stuff to say. And she was like, girl, I don't have nothing to contribute by no hip hop. And I said, it's okay, just sit by me. And we started YouTube. But I would love Andre 3000 breakdown. Oh, they're coming. Y'all know Andre is my favorite rapper. I love me some Kenny. But Andre is my favorite. Like, I love him so much. I love Outkast so much. But Andre 3000 is my favorite rapper. 616 was your favorite sonically, period. Y'all better tap in with James 616 episodes. She breaking all the way down. I don't know why they don't be tapping in, honey. They need to tap into them albums. Without getting too personal, could I ask what's your literary background? That's personal. You can ask that. My literary, I said it the other day actually. My literary background is undergrad. I was a print journalism major, so it wasn't like I actually started out as a biology major, but it was too much math, so I quit. And I went back to my advisor and I was like, girl, I don't know. I'm good at writing. So what you got for me? And oddly enough, she gave me print journalism. She did not give me English, which she should have, because print journalism is a lot of writing. But what I learned is that I don't like writing news. I like writing stories. So I wish I would have been a creative writing major in undergrad, but I was print journalism. So I was writing a lot and reading a lot and still taking a lot of English classes because you got to be a great writer. But then after that, I have 2 masters. I have one in creative writing and I have one in composition. And then I'm in school right now getting my PhD in English. And I'm just trying my best not to quit. So, and then also I'm a romance author. I'm signed to a black publisher, and I write romance novels. So that's like my job. writing books, and then YouTube is like something that we're doing right now. You know, I mean, not right now, we doing it, but it's kind of a side thing at this time. Favorite Outkast album? Skip asked. I was talking about this the other day, and I feel like my favorite would probably be, I think I said Aquemini the other day, but I think I would have to probably say ATLians, but also Southern Playalistic. So, I think for my final answer, I'm gonna say ATLians, and then my shooters is Speaker Box. Now that's somebody my shooter love, y'all. She love Outkast. She do. Now every other month is this line age well. And you know what the thing about that is, y'all? When you speak truth, all your stuff gonna age well. When you just be out here running your mouth saying anything, of course it's gonna age like milk. Kendrick be telling the truth, and that's why his music ages well. And that's why you can think of something. That's why when I be like writing the scripts for these lyrical math videos, so many different clips from the past and lyrics from the past come to mind because it connects to the things he say today, because he ain't never been a liar. And because he ain't never been a liar, he's just been consistent. So everything he say connects to everything he said then. Like, he is not a person who you can say switched up. He be talking the same way now that he did then. And that's because he's a truth teller. You said Aquemini is your favorite? Period. Library said ATLians. And Reed said math is the language of the universe. Let me tell you something. I ain't good at it. So there's that. Found your content scrolling. Lyrical math is a different take on breaking down a song. Hope more people see it. I appreciate that. I think it is too. I think I'm rather dope, if I do say so myself. I'm just kidding. I'm really not, but you know. You're an engineer? From GT. What's GT? Georgia Tech? Yeah, I'm getting my PhD. I'm really, really, really trying not to quit, y'all. I think I might be going to a different school. I honestly, me and Shooter are considering, we go to the same school right now. And some of y'all who be on live for real with us, y'all know the issues that I've been dealing with my professors. And I think I'm going to go back to my my roots and go to a more melanated school for my PhD. Like, I'm really, really trying to just stick it out at the school I'm at, but these people playing with me, y'all. And now I'm at the point in my program where we're like preparing for my dissertation, and they are not feeling my topic or the topics that I'm playing with, because they're very much Black. They're very much hip hop, and these people are very much not that. So, and you know, like, you could do all this work, y'all, and then you can present your dissertation, because I had to present my thesis and I had to just pray. And I was a little more safe with my thesis because I went to the same school. But if I'm going to spend all this time on a dissertation, y'all, it's going to be about something I'm passionate about, and that's hip hop. So, period. And honestly, what I want to do, the reason I want a PhD, I want to be a collegiate professor. Y'all know I was a teacher for 7 years before I quit that to write books full time. But I love teaching. I just got tired of teaching third graders. I want to teach college. So I need a PhD to do that and make good money from it. And I want to teach English, but I want to teach like African American literature. Or I want to be one of them people who be teaching one of these Kendrick Lamar classes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not about to waste my thesis on some Caucasian stuff that don't move me. Like, I ain't doing that. I've already spent this whole program reading Caucasian literature that doesn't necessarily move me. Not that all of it doesn't, but a lot of it doesn't. So, yeah, that's a rant that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Let me look at these comments. I said that to say I'm thinking about going to another school. D2B2 said I probably would have gotten into science if I didn't hate advanced math so much. Instead, I became an accountant, period. Not for nothing, The Accountant is one of my favorite movies. Are you like that kind of accountant or not? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Your favorite can change from day to day. I think mine can too, because I told y'all before, I be listening to music and vibes. Like, if I'm in a ATLians vibe, that's where I'm at. If I'm on Stank on You, that's where I'm at. Like, I rarely mix music. I rarely mix artists, and I rarely mix projects too. Like, I be on what I be on, and I be on it for like 2 weeks. Then I move to a different album. Like, that's just the way my brain works. I don't know. So my favorite might be changing too. That's probably why I can't really choose. ATLians is their best balanced album rap-wise to me. I think I can agree with that. I think I can agree with that, Skip. For sure. Yeah. Yeah, I think I can agree. I'm reflecting on the checklist. My favorite is Aquemini. I can understand how people say ATLians is better because it's defined. See, and that's the thing about me. I'm not saying better. I be saying favorite, because y'all know one of my favorite Kendrick projects is Untitled Unmastered. I'm not saying it's better than anything, but if we talking what's just my favorite, like something that I like to listen to all the time, is Untitled Unmastered. So I ain't saying better per se. I'm saying like my personal favorite. Stank on You is the best Outkast album though. You think so? I love Stank on You. I just bought the vinyl for it. Cause I was telling y'all, Stank on You is my favorite album cover. Not necessarily my favorite album, but I love it. But it's my favorite album cover. Aquemini is your favorite, baby. Thank you, Miss Ashley. I'm trying, child. I'm trying with these people. They trying me though. And it's like at the point that you're getting a PhD, you really got to like remember why you wanted to stay in, because I feel like I've been in school my whole life and I'm just about over it. But I do want the PhD because of my career goals. I really do. I honestly think they push harder for people when they are interested in their topic. Yeah, and I go to a PWI, and it's Christian based, and I am a Christian. I love Jesus. Know that about me. But I'm also a Black girl. In every sense of the word. So, you know, I am who I am. And I don't think that my professors, my dissertation director, chairperson doesn't really appreciate that. And it's frustrating because you can really, that's what I was saying, you could sit up there and present your dissertation that you've been working on for a year and change, and they can just like reject it. Like they can just reject it. That'll piss me off so bad, y'all. I'll be trying to fight the people. So it's really just a prayer issue. I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure out if I'm gonna stay here or if I'm gonna skedaddle. Oh, let's not break stuff. I gotta figure out if I'm gonna skedaddle. Hey, third grade teacher. You a third grade teacher? I loved it while I loved it, but that last year was my breaking point. I said, girl, what it is I want to teach people English and literature, people who love it too. And at the point that you are in college studying literature, that's what you want to do. My children hated reading, and I did my best to make it fun and all the stuff. But y'all know that No Child Left Behind stuff kind of did us a little dirty. And then I taught in, poverty-stricken areas, a low-income area. I basically taught school where I went to school. And even when I went to school, I was one of the only people who enjoyed class, and so enjoyed English class. And with my little babies, it wasn't no different. And so while I do love them, and I actually still work with them now, I just don't work with them teaching. I work with them in other things. I would like to teach students who want to learn. And so I ended up quitting, and now I just write full time for now. And then I also, I'm the director of a child program. My aunt dealt with a similar issue when she was getting her PhD. Plus, they do be jealous. They do. I mean, I don't be wanting to say too much, because if one of the professors ever see my videos, I don't know. That'll really be the ammunition for me to go to. Probably go back to Clark Atlanta for real. I ain't gonna lie. I love my school. I really do. Clark Atlanta ain't did nothing to me. HBCUs are so supportive of things that matter to us as Black people. I left University of New Orleans for Southern and A&M. Best move. Yeah, honestly, literally, I tell shit all this all the time. I feel like we don't live so many lives, but we went to Clark Atlanta, and it was Black. I grew up in a very Black, very urban city. So my culture shock did not come until we decided some years ago that we wanted to just move to Athens, Georgia. And I was teaching there, and that was the 1 year I taught 5th grade. And it was very much a palm-colored city. And I had never experienced that much. Because even the police in my city where I was born and raised, they all Black, and they just was all kind of gang for real. So even that aspect of it, getting stopped and being afraid, those are things that I didn't experience until later in life. And so I had a major culture shock when we went to Athens, because it was just so palm colored. And Shooter, on the other hand, her culture shock was when she went to Clark Atlanta, because she was raised in more of a probably the type of Georgia town that you think of, small, country, white. And so when we went to Athens, she kind of was more acclimated with that kind of stuff, and I wasn't. And we only stayed there 1 year, because I was like, girl, I got to go. I can't do it. I can't do this. I just got to be around my people, because these people really gonna make me go to jail with the way they're treating me or something worse. And so that experience, and then going to the school that I go to now, it's just I don't know if I'm built for it for real. I'm a Black girl, and I'm also very opinionated too, and I don't think they like that. And so it's just a lot of factors that go into why I feel like I need to change schools. I'm telling y'all all my little problems. Let me hush. Period. Do what you gotta do. I know that's right, Tiffany. Do what's best for you. Go where your dissertation will be appreciated. I'm gonna have to, because it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I know exactly what my topic is. So there's that. Yes, Auntie Ash is a 3rd grade teacher too. She said 3rd and 4th, period. I go back and forth between Aquemini and Stankonia as far as Outkast albums go. It honestly ain't easy to choose. Hey, Ro, how are you? You doing good? I should have gotten my degree in English and writing. You still can. Are you interested in going back to school? You don't have to. You can honestly give yourself a degree. I was thinking about that, y'all. Starting a course, more cultured MFA in creative writing or English. Starting a course and giving reading material and stuff. I could definitely do it. Please encourage yourself regularly, and I will join you in praying for wisdom, strength, guidance, and success. I appreciate that so much. I really do, teammate. My name is Reed, and I don't like reading. English is a language for tricksters. I love to read. Nobody love their school like a CAU Panther. Let me tell you. I don't play about math. It's literally the best school on the planet. If I didn't have to worry about money, I probably would have been studying music theory and performance and creative writing. That's what's up. Y'all did a 180 going from CAU to Athens. We definitely did. And we actually, when we went there, I was going to UGA for my master's, and Shooter was working at UGA while I was working as a teacher. And I tell you, I withdrew from that school so fast so I could move. I was like, oh, Shooter, I'm not staying here. Are you staying here? She was like, I ain't staying if you ain't staying. And I was like, well, let's go. Unc said, love y'all style. I appreciate that. Period. Yeah, you're never too old, but it is expensive. It is expensive. It is expensive. And I think about the money every day. That's why I haven't quit yet. Your mom went to UGA. She's a charter member for Zeta Psi. That is amazing. Oh my God. That is amazing. Have you told me that before? I didn't know your mama was the Reds. Or maybe I did know that. Your mom and your grandma is the Reds. Period. Tell them I said hey, sorors. That is amazing. But yeah, I done been on here an hour and 44 minutes. I was just supposed to be on here for a second. Your grandma was the first African American to get a master's in home economics from UGA. That's what's up for real. I still got these student loans. No loan forgiveness for your girl. I'm trying to, if you have quit teaching, can you still like try to get loan forgiveness? Because I need some. I got too much schooling to not get some type of forgiveness. Lord Jesus, help me. But y'all, I need to drink some tea and go to sleep. This ginger ale ain't doing nothing for me. I just don't feel that good. Mom's is a Delta, granddad and I are the bros, period. My father and my uncles are the bros, and my mom and all my aunties are Deltas, and I'm a Delta. And my shooter is an AKA. She not answering the phone. I was going to let her tell y'all bye. But yeah, my shooter AKA. But my family is all Deltas and Qs. I definitely grew up in like that type of family where college, my parents were first generation college students, so they kind of established college culture in my family and HBCU culture for sure. But I enjoyed y'all tonight. I'm about to get off of here. We're still gonna be on live tomorrow like we're supposed to be. But I got on here today because I did not have time to edit any type of video. So hopefully I get to editing soon so that the next lyrical math episode can come out like it's supposed to. And there's never a dull moment at our family functions. Like never. Like we don't play. We literally don't play. But yeah, this is very interesting too, Emery. But yeah, I love y'all, and I'll be here tomorrow. So if y'all will be here tomorrow, I'll be happy, and my shooter will be here too tomorrow. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna talk about because I done talked about Baby Keem. Maybe something interesting will happen tomorrow, and we can talk about that. But I love y'all. Okay. We are standing on the shoulders of giants and Reed. D2B2 said he was luckily able to avoid taking out too much in loans. I love that. Because I wasn't. I was not able to do that. And you are blessed. I appreciate you, Emery. I am going to keep the faith. I can't sing that song no more, huh? I said that I muted Kanye. Okay. I love y'all. Good night.